Nerdy Assemble here on YouTube, and I'm here with one of my team members. Introduce yourself, bro.
What's up, everybody? Jason, Everything Nerdy Assemble, moderator at Everything Nerdy, Everything Gamer Flesh, Everything Nerdy. Find us at Everything Nerdy group chat on Facebook. Find us on Everything Nerdy Assemble YouTube, where we will be discussing games, current topics, TV shows, sports, everything of the above that you're into, we will discuss that.
That's a great intro, bro. So we're gonna kick it off with the games we've been playing lately that we're passionate about, that we would like people to hear about. So I'll let you start, bro. You've been playing lately, well, you currently started playing for the first time Fallout 76. Now, from what I heard, is that Fallout 76 is trash. Is this a fact?
False.
Okay.
Everyone says it's trash because, understandably, this is something new. Bethesda is, if I said it right, Bethesda.
I know what you're saying, bro. I fuck up words too.
It's something new they're doing to the franchise, which is, yes, of course, going online, making it multiplayer. Everybody is participating, so yeah, this is something new. So yeah, I mean, everybody, I can see where people is going with this, as far as, because there are some bugs in the game. There are still bugs in the game. One just happened to be a little bit ago. I had to close the game down twice. Started it.
Okay, let me ask you something before you continue. Can you describe these bugs that you've been encountering? How bad are they?
Teleporting, fast travel, you getting stuck. The one I had an incident a little bit ago where I fast traveled and got stuck, and I was given a mutation stat where I'm not even mutated at all. I could not move or nothing.
That sounds crazy.
Close the whole game down and restart it back up just to fix it.
Would you say that is like past Bethesda games, bug-wise, like it's pretty similar to those? Or is it even worse than it used to be?
I mean, if people look at it and say it's worse, honestly,
Okay.
I can see why, because again, it is something new. Bethesda is trying with the franchise that's going online and multiplayer.
So it's nothing. Keep going.
Other than that, honestly,
Yeah.
where I can understand where people is going from as far as trash is because of the bugs. But if you're willing to not let the bugs disappoint you like me, it's a real fun game to play. Like, it's so much to do on here, and I'm only just started playing it the other day. I'm still low level. I'm still finding a lot of stuff to do. Having a lot of fun with it. Aside from the bugs, definitely recommend it playing. If you're willing to not let the bugs get that much, it's definitely a game.
You recommend it to Fallout fans that are not used to the multiplayer aspect of a Fallout game?
Definitely.
Okay. Anything else you want to say before we move on to the next topic about Fallout 76?
Nope.
Let me see if I have any questions.
Other than I will, as I go along playing it, I will discuss more things as I find out more. I will be discussing them later on in the podcast.
Okay, I do have one question for you only about Fallout 76. I want to know how deep are the side missions or missions? Are there enough of them? Or is it pretty much you got to create your own adventure type of deal?
There's enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and do there's enough because
Okay.
I got a crap load on my screen right now, and I'm just like trying to do.
So overwhelming is what you're saying.
It's overwhelming, but
That
like I
sounds.
said, it's a lot to do. So it's
No, I mean,
really
that's what I definitely hoped for. You know, I hope that it had a lot to do. So that's great news, bro.
right.
So definitely recommend it to all the Fallout fans and online multiplayer fans, pretty much.
Pretty much. And if you're new to the Fallout franchise, like I'm somewhat still am because I've only played Fallout in Vegas. I've never played any other Fallout, so I'm still somewhat new to the franchise. It's definitely worth playing.
You know what I say to you, bro? I say that you should definitely check out Fallout. What is it? Fallout 4. That's
A lot of people had said Fallout 4 was great. I wanted to try it at some point. Maybe
It is a great game.
Eventually, I will. Eventually, somewhere in the future, I will grab it and check it out for myself. But for now, I'm got 76 and I'm satisfied with it. I will say that.
Yeah, that's good. I say at least, bro, if you want like the real Fallout experience, I definitely recommend you at least rent it. And I think you'll probably drop that Fallout 76 once you play Fallout 70. I mean, once you play,
Fallout 4.
yeah. I was gonna say you'll drop. I was gonna say you'll drop Fallout 76 when you play Fallout 74. I was gonna say that bullshit, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but definitely give that a rental. Now we're gonna discuss the next game that we both been playing. That's Resident Evil 2. Now, I'm gonna give you my backstory about Resident Evil 2. I never finished Resident Evil 2. I always appreciated it, and I always enjoyed it. And I don't know the reason I never finished it. It's probably because I'm a game jumper. I love to jump from game to game when another one catches my attention. But that's where it begins and it stops. I didn't get too far in Resident Evil 2. I do have fond memories of it. The farthest I remember is like an alleyway where there's like a fence just in the streets of Raccoon City. That's as far as it goes. Did you finish Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 1?
Yes, I certainly have. Matter of fact, I completed scenario A and scenario B. I've done it so many times. Like I did different experiences with doing clear at scenario A, Leon scenario B, and then Leon scenario A, clear scenario B.
Damn, it has a lot of scenarios. It's a lot of shit.
Yeah, because usually usually you get like different cutscenes, different endings, doing it different ways than just the same route. In the Resident Evil 2 remake for the PS4, it does kind of bring that back a little bit, even though they don't say it's scenarios, they have their own campaigns. It does bring that back that if you do like Leon first and Claire second,
So
you get one set of cutscene, and then when you do Claire first and then Leon second, they'll have their own set of cutscenes.
So you'd say that it pretty much follows the same formula as Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 1? Pretty much?
Yes,
Okay.
pretty much.
The only thing that I heard that is different, right, is that Tofu and Hunk are unlocked from the start, and I heard that in Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation 1, you had to actually unlock those, and Tofu was kind of hard to unlock. That's what I heard.
Tofu is kind of hard to unlock. I've never unlocked Hunk or Tofu
Okay.
in the PlayStation 1, but when I first completed it with Leon, going Leon first and Claire second, I did unlock Hunk. Indeed, I did try the Hunk mission. Man, is it hard.
Yeah, fuck.
It's hard.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
It is hard. Like you're stuck between mainly running, like you're just trying to run for your life because you're only limited to so much ammo and so much healing items. And you're not going to be able to find nothing to pick up at all. So you're just rather choosing, you're stuck between choosing to pick a fight or just run. As far as Tofu has gone, I know that is still in the game.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know. That's
I'm sure it's in there, but haven't personally unlocked it.
Oh, you got to unlock it? I thought it was unlocked from the get-go. That and Hunk? Or it hasn't, or maybe it's an update that's supposed to release? I'm not really sure about that.
I'm not sure either. I know Hunk was unlocked when I played it. Neon and Claire on the first
Oh, shit. So maybe you do have to unlock Tofu, but it's probably an easier route. Just finishing it again, I guess.
Something like that. It's somewhere in there. It might be a DLC. Who knows? Would really be rather a silly idea to have it as a DLC and not as part of the main game like the original was, in my opinion. But I will say it is kind of, if it is part of the main game, you have to unlock it. It's rather hard to unlock than the Hunk mission.
Since you beat Resident Evil 2 and I haven't, my question was, is this a return to horror survival horror, in your opinion? I haven't got too far in it.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. It definitely brings back those classic moments. How Resident Evil was meant to be in the first place, they definitely did bring those memories back. And, so it's definitely good to relive those memories again.
Oh yeah, definitely. From what
if you're familiar with the franchise from older days, it's definitely a new outtake in a survival horror of how they remade it along with the camera angles, but they did bring the survival horror back.
Yeah, I agree.
It's definitely one way there.
Yeah, I agree from what I played also, and I am I do have history with the franchise. I play Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, Code Veronica, Part 5 and 6. But the thing is, I didn't beat all of them. That's the crazy thing. The only ones I've beaten is Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, and shit, that's about it. That's about it.
Because I'm a big fan of the franchise.
I got far though.
I'm a big fan of the franchise. I've been a big fan of the franchise for such a long time. It was always a must. Once I get my hand on it, I'm not going to stop playing it until I beat it.
Yeah, for me, I know what you're saying. For me, bro, if I wasn't playing Kingdom Hearts 3, I will be playing Resident Evil 2. But since I'm playing so many, I started playing Fortnite, and Call of Duty, and it's so on and so on. It's just so many games. But my take, from my perspective of a person that hasn't beaten Resident Evil 2 in the past, or many Resident Evil games, I definitely say it's survival horror to the core, like 100%. But also, it's a mix with like a current take on horror and survival also. Like it doesn't feel like it's an old game remade. It feels like it's a remix of an old game. Like it has aspects of all Resident Evils, in my opinion. It has little pieces of all the Resident Evils.
Right, because it definitely does. Like the survival horror along with the adventure and action with it. It definitely does.
Yeah.
Have all the aspects, but definitely did bring back the aspect of survival horror. How Resident Evil was meant to be. They definitely did bring back all of that, and for that I do appreciate that very much, which is why I love Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, I love what I played of it also.
You're right. I loved every bit of it. every second, every moment. It was just a job well done. Like hands down, hats off to Capcom. They did a job well done. Resident Evil 2.
Is this your favorite Resident Evil as of now?
As of now, currently, yes. Now, when they dropped the Resident Evil 3 remake,
Yeah.
when they drop it, I would love to see how that turns
Oh,
out.
me too.
You know what? For a while there, like, no doubt, I loved the Resident Evil 3 because of the challenge of Nemesis.
Oh yeah, the Nemesis is really scary even in PlayStation 1 graphics.
Oh God, yes.
He's really.
I enjoy the challenge of either you have to fight, or either fight him or run. Most of the time, I'll just fight him anyways. So I enjoy that challenge very well.
See the. Go ahead, bro. You go ahead.
All right. I did enjoy the challenge of having to fight him. Like, you know, it's either. Even though they did give you the option to run or fight, I've always stuck with fighting. I enjoyed that challenge. I mean, he was indeed hard to take down. Now, if and when they do drop the remake of Resident Evil 3,
That I hope they do.
I hope they do too. I would love to see them bring that challenge back. Maybe harder and maybe Nemesis looking more scarier than he did in.
Oh, that's a guarantee, bro. He's gonna look even way better than. He's gonna look the most frightening he's ever looked.
Right.
He's gonna look amazing. Yeah, me too.
That would definitely draw my attention, big time.
And I have fond memories of Resident Evil 3. Even though I never beat that game, I have fond memories. I had a great time with it. And the reason I would like a remake or remix of that is because I don't feel like the world is fully realized like in Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 1. Like, it's not as memorable for people, I believe. And also for me, not my favorite of them all, but I love the Nemesis. So I would love to see like similar, like Resident Evil 2 remake. I want to see the remake of Part 3 in that style, because I think that would bring like new life into Resident Evil 3 that we never seen before. It would be incredible. It might even be better than Part 2.
It definitely would. I sure hope Capcom can hear this right now. I'm sure they would actually listen to us and make that happen.
Yeah, if Capcom, if you're listening.
It was highly requested for a long time that we wanted a Resident Evil 2 remake. We finally got it, and it's fantastic. Now it's just like, what the question is whether it's Resident Evil 3 remake gonna happen.
Yeah, I feel like.
Indeed, I would love to see that happen.
I feel like that's a huge possibility. I mean, they remade Part 1. Now they remade Part 2. It's only right that they continue and remake Part 3, Part 4, even go to 5 and 6. You know?
Right.
It's possible, but I'd be okay with.
I would love to see them do a lot of remakes to the 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe as future generation consoles come along down the line, but as a generation now with the PS4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, we did get Resident Evil 2. I would love, as of this generation, while we're still on this generation, see a Resident Evil 3 remake happen.
I kind of doubt that, bro, because I feel strongly that the new consoles will be announced this year, probably by the end of the year.
Even if we go on to PS5, with hopefully we'll get that too. We might still get it. I mean, they did a fairly fantastic job with Resident Evil 2. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I agree.
As far as Resident Evil 2 goes, they did a fantastic job.
I agree, and what were you gonna say?
Hopefully, when we do get our Resident Evil 3 remake, if and when we do get our Resident Evil 3 remake, it will be just about as good as Resident Evil 2. It's not bad.
I'm pretty sure it will be even more incredible than that. I heard a rumor that there's a huge possibility it's gonna be a Resident Evil 3 remake, 3 remake, or it's gonna be Resident Evil 8 in third person, which I would love. And it wouldn't be like a sequel. It would be more like a reimagining of Resident Evil. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's a strong rumor right now.
Right, strong rumor, which, I mean, the reason I don't see a 3 drop happening at the moment, because, yeah, I'm sure they want to keep continuing forward with the franchise, you know, going back to Resident Evil 7. That's where they really, at the time when Resident Evil 7, going back to that day, when I first got it and played it, I was in shock. Like,
yeah, me too.
Resident Evil 7, when they actually did bring back the horror it was meant to be.
No, that game is the craziest Resident Evil, in my opinion. Craziest.
It is.
It's different. It's nothing like the other ones.
It's not, but they did bring back the horror.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, they did
Definitely.
bring back the, like, man, it took the cake for a while. Resident Evil 8, hopefully we will get something like if they keep going down the same path like they did 7 and the 2 remake. Regardless, first person, third person, over the shoulder, fixed camera angles. Hopefully when 8 gets dropped, if they do continue with the franchise, and then do a 3 remake, if they keep going down the path like that, it will be definitely, it'll definitely be fun. You know, what I know 4, 5, and 6 kind of didn't feel like horror. It felt more like action adventure.
Yeah, that's true.
But if they want to keep the horror going, like they did with 7 and the 2 remake, I would like to see them definitely keep that horror going, like how Resident Evil was meant to be.
There's 2 things that I wanna say about the Resident Evil stuff. The one I want them to remake the most is Resident Evil 4 for sure, because I love that opening. I love the environment. I love the feeling it gave me. That was one of the creepiest things. They're speaking in Spanish, like in a Spanish language, saying all these crazy things. Ahí está, like all crazy. Like that means he's over. Like it's foreign, and foreign is scary to us that we live in the United States. It's you know, like I feel like a lot of people are attracted to foreign horror films for a reason, because it's totally different from American horror films. So when I see Resident Evil 4 and they're speaking in Spanish and I'm Latino, you know, that really spoke to me, bro, and it made me even more scared, because I'm like, this shit is my reality, because I'm Chicano, you know. So it's like, I've seen Mexican horror movies and they're similar to that, so they're really frightening. And the other thing I want to say, and the last thing I want to say about Resident Evil, is that if they do decide to make Resident Evil 8, I want it to be third person and have the option of first person. That's it.
Right. I would like that would definitely change a lot of aspect of the Resident Evil franchise, like it being eligible to play third person or first person. Not a lot of people, I know when they tried previous, before, like the Survivor series with the first person, it didn't turn out all that great. But when 7 did the first person, because they wanted to try something different with the VR, even without the VR in first person, it was just like, wow, it was totally mind-blowing.
Yeah, the Resident Evil franchise is an amazing thing. And I definitely recommend it to everybody listening. Resident Evil 2, I highly recommend it for survival horror fans. And my boy Jason also highly recommends it. It's his favorite Resident Evil.